I'm currently creating a turn-based roguelike game, but I couldn't find any tutorial on how to do a proper roguelike movement and how the heck Godot 4 tile system works. And yes, I'm using an AI tool. Look, I don't have a proper mic and I want this to be clear as possible. Here's what I'll be doing. A basic tile-by-tile movement, which will make it easy for us to have manual collision. First, you'll need a tile map and a tile set. For this tutorial, I'll be making the map manually instead of procedurally. Pause this and set up your tile map. You'll need a sprite as well for the player. We're going to set this up in a way that will not be needing a character body 2D. Change the graphic to whatever. Make sure to uncheck centered and change your sprite's Y offset to about the player's hips. We're going to need this for Y sorting later. Now we're all set up. It's time for the coding. Create a script. Name it whatever. We're going to need this reference variables for the tile map and player. First, let's create a function called tryMove. It's going to take a dx and dy, which basically means direction x and y. Let's create a current POS variable. Local to map just converts player's position into tile position. In my case, since my tile size is 16 pixels by 16 pixels. If the player's position is 160x and 32y, current POS will return the tile equivalent, which is 10x and 2y. Next, we'll create to move POS variable. This will be important because this determines where we move to. Next is the variable tile ID. This will tell us what type of tile we're going to move to. I use getCellAtlasCoord because I don't like to set up multiple tile set. This variable will return the atlas coordinate of the tile we're trying to move to. There's a lot going on, but I assure you it'll make sense later. First, we add a new variable, which is the floor ID. This is how we're going to set up our tiles for ease of reading. The floor ID is vector2, I, which is basically the atlas coordinate of our floor or grass tile in the tile set. We then create a match which is basically the same as if and elifs. So we match the tile ID in the case of the tile ID is equal to the floor ID, which is vector2, I, 2, 2. We set our current position to move position and update the visuals. Let's create that real quick. Basically, update visuals takes the A position. In our case, we provided it with the new current tile pose, then multiplying it to the tile size in order for it to snap. So to test this out, let's actually create the input events. I added the if event is not pressed return in order to make it so that if you long press in any direction, the player will move multiple times. We're going to set this up like this. If you pressed left key, it will add -1 to our current POSGX, which will make the player move one tile to the left. Let's add the other directions. Remember to use elifs, and tada, you can test the game right now. Oh, it didn't work? It's because I messed up. I forgot something. I'm sorry. Okay? Go ahead and change the variable current pose instead of just position make it player. Position. Also change the input event into his action to make the effect I said before. Now you can test it. Hope it helps. I need likes and subscribe to stay motivated.